Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Sabers, and today another update video for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Now my most recent video has been a what's new with Korbanth, and so this is kind of a follow-up video to that. In that video I mentioned an update that I did and the saber that I got. This is that saber. This is a 89 Sabers Skinnyflex. This is Anakin's from Revenge of the Sith, and so of course I'll go through and talk about the update overall. So got this from a customer. He was kind of upset about it. Spent $725 on it. Didn't come with OS system that was up to date. Used stock buttons. It was a lot of random fonts on there, older blade styles. Didn't have quotes or a good way of transitioning for tracks or anything like that. So of course I gave it an update, and so I'll show you what it has here. By default, the button did fall off, so I glued it with E6000. I think they used hot glue, which is not good for metal on metal gluing, but yeah, stock Neopixel connector in there. You've got proffie board, OS system 5.9. You're using SA22C's button system, so again, up to date. You have all the features on this. You've got lightning block, multi-blast, battle mode, all types of stuff on this saber. And so, of course, USB, SD card access, your kill key, and a 28mm speaker. Now, Korbanth also had turned up the volume way too much on this saber, because I don't think they update their config files a lot, so it was blaring the speaker. So I turned down the volume. It's still loud, but not crackling the speaker as much. And so this added a few fonts on here. The fonts on here, some of them weren't being used, and so I told the customer about it, and he goes, let's use it. So we put 2 or 3 extra fonts on here on top of updating the entire blade style for most of the fonts. So without further ado, let's show you the updates. Alright, so first up, we've got Chosen One in a hero config, dark blue. Flashes. Blasters, just click the power button. Short click. For multi-blast, you hold the button and swing. Give you a false blast, and then you can just swing it without touching the button. And give you blasts as you swing it. To get out of it, click once more. And you're out of it. For lockup, you hold and flash. And it's responsive. For lightning block, you double tap and hold. For force effects, you want to hold and twist.
This is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins.
And then for drag and melt, you can stab. For melt, you can just stab. And for drag, which will be hard to show on the video, it's the same thing. You hold down and stab on the ground, and then you'll get a tip drag. And so yeah. To change colors, you hold the button and twist while the blade's down. And you can change it to any color you want by rotating the hilt. To lock it in, you hold the button. Give you a sound, and that'll lock it in. To turn it off, you just hold until it turns off. To play tracks, you double tap. So this has the face on it. So yeah. Next up,
Darth Vader.
this is the Chosen One, but villain config. So you've got a stable build-up. Little force effects. This has Anakin's turn as the track. And this has a color change direct, so it'll go directly to red when you change colors, symbolizing Anakin's turn to the dark side. Now this font comes with the blasters, slaughtering younglings. It's a lot of fun.
Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Next up,
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
this font came standard with the hilt originally. This is Annie 3 or Anakin Skywalker from Kyberphonics Heroes Pack. So this has Anakin vs. Obi-Wan. Next up,
Lord Vader.
this is Rogue Vader by Sith, also on there originally. This has the hallway scene on it. Moving on.
I am your father.
Another default that came with the saber, but I updated the blade style. Has the Imperial March on it. Moving on. It's the Emperor by Kyberphonic.
I am the Senate.
Let me help you to know the subtleties of the Force.
I am the Senate.
This is the Emperor theme from Return of the Jedi. Yeah, moving on. Little Green Friend. This has the Yoda versus Dooku track.
Here is the path to the dark side. Hard to see the dark side is. I sense much fear in you. This party's over.
Mace by the Heroes Pack by Kyberphonic.
May the Force be with us all. You have lost. There is much fear that clouds your judgment. You have lost.
This also has Fates on it for the track. Next up,
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
Obi-Wan Kenobi Heroes Pack. Same track.
Don't try it.
Next up,
I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
Four-Armed General by Kyberphonic. Has the General Grievous theme on it. Next up,
Jedi, prepare for death.
this is Electrostaff by Kyberphonic. Updated the blade style so it's not a weird cycle blade.
Finish him. You will not escape. Prepare to be dismantled. Your weak flesh is no match for the unyielding might of steel.
Next up,
There are ways those who have passed on may still guide or influence the living.
this is Kyberphonic's Heroes Pack, but it's Ahsoka Tano.
The council didn't trust me. So how can I trust myself?
This is Ahsoka Leaves as the track.
I won't leave you. Not this time.
Next up,
At last we will have our revenge.
again Fates on this one. And Menace by Kyberphonic.
I sense your terror. I sense your terror. Choke in my grasp. Give up. Choke in my grasp.
So yeah, a lot of fun on that one too.
Savage.
Savage Knight by Kyberphonic. GL9 it was on the saber originally. I believe it's by Kyberphonic. So we've got a stable on and a light blue. This track came with the saber originally. I believe it's from that movie, number 9. Next up,
The Darksaber.
this I believe is the Darksaber by Sith. It was originally on the saber as well.
Have you ever seen one of these?
So updated blade style, so it's not the older OS.
Liable to put an eye out for one of these.
Yeah. Next up,
As you see, my Jedi powers are far beyond yours.
another Dooku font that came default with the saber. Updated the blade style. This also has the Yoda versus Dooku track on it. Next up,
Feel, don't think.
this is Jin
Use your
from
instincts.
the Heroes Pack. Also came with this saber.
Do not defy the council, master, not again.
I shall do what I must, Obi-Wan. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs.
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Yeah. And this has fates on it as well. Moving on.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
The Return by Kyberphonic. This is the Bard scene on it. A lot of fun with that one. Next up,
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake.
this was also originally on the saber. This is Skinnflex 8. Yeah. It has Ray's theme as the track. Yeah. Next up. This is Darkness by Kyberphonic. Updated unstable style. See a lot better here. Forget what track is on this one. I believe it's just the one that came with it. Very quiet first, but next up, Kylo Ren, or Unstable V2 by Kyberphonic.
Supreme leader. He's dead.
This has Kylo Ren's theme on it from that movie. Next up, we kept the Transformers one on there. It's Metamorph by Kyberphonic. has Arrival to Earth from that movie. Next up, TIE Fighter by Mad Cow. This has green blaster on it. This has asteroids for the track, or asteroid field. Next up, this is Proton Pack by Kyberphonic. This has the Ghostbusters theme on it from Ray Parker Jr. Next up,
The old man's gonna knock on the sky. Listen to the sound.
this also came default with this thing. The Tron Cycle Up blade. Doesn't come with any smooth swing. So yeah. Next up,
Always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
this is another default that came with it. It's a rain blade. This is not keep it. It says rain as the track. Next up,
The Dark Lord Sauron.
this is Sauron. I'm not sure what the maker is. I think it might be Repulse Custom Fonts. But it also came default. I decided to update it. Instead of having a normal blade style, it has a flame-mist blade style on it. 5263. That's the lockup as well. Yeah. Long retraction. Next up,
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
this is Korbanth's party blade, or a rainbow blade is what they call it. And I just updated the blade style, kept the same track and the same blade style. Not the blade style, it's the font. So that includes the update for this 89 Sabers Graflex or Skinnyflex installed by Korbanth. Now I do have a video called What's New with Korbanth or What's Up with Korbanth, so link in the description. It talks about why I had to update the Saber and what you can expect as a customer coming and buying from that company. So hope you had a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.